Habari. Very good. Habari zenu.
Granted that all those who will use this laboratory
They are qualified, they have a bachelor's degree in analytical chemistry, but before you can be able to work within this laboratory, you have to go through what we call the analyst qualification.
And also, how do you use the facility to get rid of maybe substandard products or commodities? Is that something you also consider?
Yes, we actually get to test like things, formulations like syrups, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So we have particular active ingredients that we're checking for, like within glycols, within glycols that would otherwise be poisonous. So basically using this instrument, we're able to check whether we have any of those components in the medicine that is either finding.
Now confirmed before sending it to the us. So we are stocking quite a number of things here. The warehouse is 10,000 meters square, around 10,000 pallet locations. Each of these locations go to refer to pallet location. It is mapped in our computer system. So somebody sitting in lines where we show for them what they want to control the amount of items.
Harry Kiritai laboratory is well equipped.
This institution is a critical cog in delivery of healthcare in this country. We have our institution, which is KEMSA, dealing with the supply chain, and KEMSA serves close to 60%. MEDS in its own, Your Excellency, serves 20%. So if we put MEDS and KEMSA together, that gives us 80%, which is critical in the 80-20 rule in ensuring that we get our supply chain right for medical products and technologies. Your Excellency, the lab that we are unveiling today, it completes the equation. We launched, and you did launch, the community health promoters together with our kit. You again went ahead and we launched the local manufacturers. But as usual, there are people who are hesitant to use locally manufactured products. And the big question is always the quality. Therefore, the lab that we launched today fills the gap of the quality of locally manufactured products in this country. We can only collaborate, we can only complement each other and ensure that we deliver healthcare in the right way in this country. Your Excellency, I'm also proud that this institution is not just serving Kenya. It is serving Africa and beyond. I think that is something that we really have to be very grateful for. And we are working together very closely. You had directed, and KEMSA is already working on it, that we pull our procurement together. That it's significant stock that we see here, we put together with KEMSA, we should be able then to achieve a good economies of scale, that eventually the last price that ends up to the patient is manageable.
Universal health care is not one thing. It is not one facility. It is a symphony of many elements coming together efficiently and effectively. It is facilities like this and many more, research, training, health workers, social insurance, local manufacturing, and other many components weaved together that will give us universal health coverage. Universal health coverage, therefore, is the sum total of all these units. It is their synchronous functionality and total alignment that provides us with the results that will make it possible for us to handle the health requirements of Kenyans. We are therefore here to mark a step forward in the right direction, to align our aspirations, and actions with what we need for universal health care. A milestone on the journey towards this national dream of universal access to quality health care. The supply of health products and technologies is a key pillar towards the realization of UHC. Medicine is only important if it reaches people. Surgical supplies only makes a difference if they are in a theater room. On October 2023, just last month, I assented to 4 bills, namely the Primary Healthcare Act 2023, the Digital Health Act 2023, the Facility Improvement Financing Act 2023, and the Social Health Insurance Act 2023. These laws provide the legal framework and institutional foundation to accelerate the attainment of UHC. And I want to thank legislators in our country, both in the National Assembly and Senate, for doing their bit to actualize this firm legal and institutional foundation. This effort towards universal health coverage is a whole of society engagement. Those of us in the executive, the good people in the legislature, and also the good people in our judiciary. It will take the whole lot of us to work together for us to achieve this very important aspiration for all of us as Kenyans. For 37 years, MEDS has played a leading and significant role in the supply of medical commodities in Kenya and beyond. Since the advent of devolution, MEDS has supplied over 7.5 billion shillings worth of medical commodities to counties and government institutions, playing a complementary role to KEMSA. I encourage the two organizations to strengthen their partnership to exploit opportunities that will benefit Kenyans in especially the health space. The coming together, the partnership and collaboration will not only benefit the institutions, but it will also benefit our health provision ecosystem in its totality. My suggestion is that payment of health insurance should be commensurate to people's income, so that those who cannot afford pay less, and those who cannot afford, we can then finance them as government. Because I did make a commitment that health is not a luxury. Health is not something that anybody should miss because of their financial status. The indigents, the people who cannot pay, will be paid for by the government of Kenya. Those who can pay, depending on their ability, should pay depending on their ability. And those of us who can pay more should know that we are paying more so that we can carry those who are not as endowed as we are. But that is not a conversation for me to decide. That is a conversation for Kenyans to decide. We have made it absolutely clear that the era of wastage and pilferage and theft and corruption must be firmly behind us. And we want to leverage on technology. We are willing as government to support MEDS in the rollout of technology. If you need our support around technology to make sure that you manage your ecosystem from supply from one end all the way to delivery on the other end. We are currently working with KEMSA to make sure that technology becomes part of the equation and becomes an enabler of the delivery of service. And that is the reason why members of parliament passed the digital health bill so that it becomes part of the legislation that will underwrite and form the foundation for us to deliver health using technology and using digitization to eliminate what has bedeviled NHI for a long time: fake claims, crooked people who take advantage of that space. We believe that technology is going to give us the levers to be able to deal with fake claims, to deal with pilferage, and to make sure that Kenyans get value for every coin and every penny that they contribute.